Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's a fact. On YouTube here on this channel, 95% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So please, if you're watching and you enjoy the video, subscribe and hit the notification button and give me that big thumbs up. It all helps here on YouTube. The more people that do that, the more people get to see the videos, and so on and so forth. Today, we have for you two games as normal. First of all, in the Vanarama National League, and then in the FA Trophy. Two games which could absolutely push our season to the forefront. Can we achieve and continue our good form in the National League? And can we progress further than when we did last season in the FA Trophy? Let's find out. Welcome to episode 21 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games for you against Spennymoor in the Vanarama National League and against Chester in the FA Trophy 4th round. Chester of the Vanarama North National League North, today's games. And we welcome you back, having played 3 games between this and our last episode. And those games against Oldham Athletic, we beat 4-0. And that man, Joe Hardy, has all of a sudden hit some a rich vein of form. Scoring in the last episode against St Albans City, scored in the 18th minute, one of the 2 goals that saw us through that tie. Not scoring anything against Chesterfield, I hasten to add, but then he scored a hat-trick against Oldham Athletic. 10, 16 and 18 minutes. All in the space of 8 minutes, he got 3 in a row. Patrick Gamble rounding off that one against Oldham Athletic. Then we played York City, got another 2. This time 11 and 21 minutes. But this was a game of. It was one of those games really, because we were 2 up going into halftime. McLaughlin scored a minute before halftime, making it 2-1 into halftime. Perry Moss reinstated the 2-goal gap on 81 minutes. We thought that was probably it, 3-1 final score. But Jacob Lever, 87 minutes, getting up and getting another one, which left us with 5 minutes or so that we had to worry whether we were going to concede again and end up with a draw. But as it was, as you'll see from the XG, we shouldn't have done. But we did manage to see that game out, and Joe Hardy again getting 2 really good goals in that one. And as you'll see against Boreham Wood, he's got another 2 goals, 4 minutes and 66 minutes. 3-1 win against Boreham Wood. Sion Spence getting the other goal from the penalty spot, and Boreham Wood getting what turned out to be a consolation goal after 84 minutes from Tommy Wright. 18 shots, 8 on target, 2.71, 52% of the possession. So we've had a good little run of 3 games while you've been away. All I will say is that Perry Moss, who really is going some great guns at the moment, is providing a lot of assists. As you'll see, 12 assists in the league, 5 goals. So he's contributed 17 goals this season, has an average rating of 7.45. The other good news is he's just signed a new contract for a further year, so he's with us until the summer of 2025, by which time hopefully we'll be in League One, and that is looking pretty good as well. On other news, Patrick Gamble, he's also signed a new contract. He's with us again until the summer of 2025. So 2 really good players that we've brought in over the last season or so have signed new contracts, extended their time with us. And the other person who's signed a new contract is Jordan Ayana, who is with us again until the end of 2025, or the end of the season 2025. There has been a few other movements around. As you'll see, we're looking for another central defender. Andoa has gone out on loan. He's only a 2-star. He has got potential, and I don't really want to get rid of him, but he wants game time. So at the moment, he's not getting into the team, but we haven't really got any major backup, having lost a couple of other players. So we're looking for some backup. I'm not expecting to get Louis Ainsley in. He is on a free transfer. Louis was at Blackburn. He might come because Moss has come, so he might come. And if he is, he'll be a big asset to us, no doubt. But we'll see. That one's in the abeyance at the moment. The other person is Reece Welsh, who is in the Everton under-21s. I'm less likely to expect to see him through the door, to be fair. And he will cost us 3,800 a month. So if we were to get this Louis Ainsley in, that would be a big, big saving for us. Right. That's the transfers then. There is some movement, as I said. Andoa has gone out on loan to Slough Town. Matthew Hudson has gone to Bohemian on a free. And Joel Senior has gone to Walsall for £3,000. So they are moving out. And we're looking to for the players to come in, hopefully. Right, in the meantime, let's get on with the episode. And our first match-up is against Spennymoor. We've played Spennymoor 4 occasions in the Vanarama National League North. At their place, we lost 2-1. We've played them at our place 3 times in the FA Trophy 4th round last year. And we won that one 2-0. The Vanarama League, National League North, a 1-0 win at home. And then a 2-0 win this season. So previously at their place, we have lost the only game that we've played there. On that occasion, it was a 2-1 loss. Harry Bunn, the scorer, after 75 minutes after coming back from 2 behind. So let's hope for better things today to keep our good run going. The only thing we haven't done, of course, is have a look at the table, which we should do because it does make reasonably good reading. As you'll see, we are top of the table. Wrexham have played their 2 games that they had in hand. Lost 1 and drawn 1, so they've only picked up 1 point from those 2 games. You'll see now 26 games unbeaten. We've won 17, drawn 9, a goal difference of plus 38 and 60 points on the board. Wrexham 11 points behind us now in second place, and then come Chesterfield, who have a game in hand actually on 46. They would overtake Wrexham if they were to win that game in hand. And Torquay United, they have 2 games in hand on 45. So if they to win those 2 games in hand, they would be on, I reckon, 51. So they would only be 9 points behind us. So it's a little bit early to say that we're 11 points clear at the top. We are, but if they win their games in hand, then that will overroll us a little bit. And it will only be a 9-point gap. So taking it all into context at the minute, we're still nicely out in front, but we need to keep chopping away at Spennymoor, currently in 21st place. Not that that makes a blind bit of difference. I think Spennymoor come up with this last season, did they not? Can we look at that overview? Here we go. Season preview. Spennymoor indeed were promoted alongside us last season. Ebbsfleet and Hampton, Richmond Borough coming up from the Vanarama National League South. Spennymoor coming up through the playoffs from the north. So there we go. That's how it has contrived. Let's get on with the episode then. First up is that game against Spennymoor. And this is the team that will face Spennymoor in this Vanarama National League North game. Malden continues in goal. Linton, Granite, Gamble and Clark are defensive line. Camwa and Mundell are in front of them. Raymond is in for Bunn on the left-hand side. Spence and Moss in the rest of the attacking midfield. Spence has started to make that his own there in the middle. Moss, of course, doing a grand job out on the right here. Hardy, we can't drop him at the moment. He's 8 goals in the last 5 games. Greenwich, Ayana, Greaves, Bunn and Norquette make up the bench. And this is how the two teams match up. As you'll see, it's very similar formations. The only difference is they're playing with defensive midfielders in Chandler and Maloney. Taylor up front. Goodison and Heaney take out the wing sides of their attack. 25 minutes on the clock, and they have a free kick deep in their own half. Quirk getting that ball forward. And Granite cutting that ball out. Spence, Linton tries to get it forward, looking for Hardy. Raymond back into the path of Hardy. Hardy's failed in the penalty area, and it is a penalty. Second penalty in 2 games. And Sion Spence, I expect to take this. And he's put it away. Goalkeeper going the right way. In the last match, he went the wrong way. That's his 4th of the season. Tidy penalty. And puts us 1 up on 26 minutes. Deep in injury time. A free kick. Spence with the free kick. Deep. And it's, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Mundell puts it away. And it's 2-0. 2 minutes, just a minute into injury time. We'll see it from this angle. Spence crosses it. It's Hardy, I think, that headed it down. Goalkeeper parried it into the path of Mundell. Mundell put it away. 2-0. And that is the most comprehensive first half I think you'll see. 55% possession. 11 shots, 6 of which are on target. So we've hit 50%. 2.06 on the old XG, and really going quite well. One other notable scoreline, though, is slightly behind us on the table. Wrexham are doing us a favour of Torquay United. Torquay United, as we said, have 2 games in hand over us. They're currently beating them by 2-1. Torquay United taking the lead in that one. Wrexham getting back on terms 4 minutes later and have taken the lead in that one. So at the moment, they have the upper hand. We'll see how that one progresses towards the end of the game. But for now, we are definitely in control. They made one change at half-time. We've made none. Gamble, long ball forward, looking for the run of Hardy. Didn't find it, though. And they come forward. Camwar heads that down to Spence. Spence through to Hardy. Hardy creates space. And he scored. Keeps his good form up. 12th goal of the season. And it's surprising what those 8 goals he scored over the last 5 games, or 9 goals now over 6 games. And lovely through ball. And all he had to do, he's got his eye in. And Hardy puts it away. 3-0. Ball looking for Moss. Linton brings it down. Granite holds the ball up. And that was a poor pass to Linton, not watching what was going on. And are we going to concede here? Why have they not got back? Yes. Why have they not got back into position? Poor ball from Granite. And what a solo effort. Really should have got in and tried to tackle him. Beating Morden. 3-1. And with nearly 79 minutes on the clock, it's time to make our changes for the match. And as you will see, we have taken off. James Clark has been replaced by Ayana. Reece Greenwich has replaced Patrick Gamble, who is extremely tired. We're going to need to give him some rest. And once we get that central defender in, we will hopefully be able to rest him a little bit. And Perry Moss, who's not had such a good game today, maybe he's sort of like gone off the ball a little bit after signing a new contract. He's replaced on the right by Harry Bunn. 87 minutes on the clock. Malden to Granite. Granite to Linton. Linton finds Raymond out on that wing. He's been tackled though, and the ball has been given up. And we don't want to concede again if we can help it. Ayana has missed that one. It's crossed in. Taylor heads it in, and they've got a second. It's 3-2. But it's not. I think he's offside. It is cancelled out, thankfully. Disallowed. Ooh, fractional. Fractional. It was very close, but luckily, from our aspect, he was offside. And it is full time. A 3-1 win. We continue our good form in the National League. 27 games. Now unbeaten. 14 shots, 7 on target, 50%, 2.53, 56% possession. Spennymoor having 2 shots, 1 on target, actually 2 on target, based on the fact that 1 was cancelled out. 0.21 on the XG. We have beaten them, and we progress. Not such a good game for Raymond and Moss today, but otherwise, team playing very, very well, and Spence continuing his good form in that attacking playmaker role. Well, I guess the best result for us, not only winning against Spennymoor, but Torquay did draw with Wrexham, both of them dropping 2 points. That is excellent news for us. So as it currently stands, we are 13 points clear of Wrexham, who have played the same amount of games as us, in second place. Then come Chesterfield, who have 2 games in hand, would put them on 52, which would mean that we're 11 points clear of them. Same for Torquay United, 2 games to go, would put them on 52 points. Again, we would be 11 points. So the gap at the top is 11 points now. And then it goes down to Halifax in 5th, Grimsby in 6th, Eastleigh in 7th on 39, as are Ebbsfleet and Barrow all on 39 points. So as I currently calculate, we are 21 points. 24 points clear of those. So 24 points clear of the teams outside the playoff places. So at the moment, I know that mathematically we're not guaranteed a playoff place, but 24 points clear of those. Bearing in mind that we were expected to be relegated, has got to be good order. So that's how it looks in the table. So far, it's 7 days down to our game against Chester, which is our next game up. Chester in the FA Trophy, 4th round. Sorry, not much you can do about it when the phone rings, the house phone. Well, they don't know you're recording, do they? Anyway, as I was saying, Chester, yes, FA Trophy, 4th round. We've played Chester twice in the Vanarama National League North last season. We lost 2-0 at our place, but beat them 3-2 at their place. Close-ish games in both occasions. Russ Greenwich, I'm guessing, from a corner. And Darren Stevenson? Greenwich must have been playing for Chester last season. That's interesting. Tasdemir, Brown Sterling and Zach Durnley getting the win for us last time out against them. Yeah, so it would have been Reece Greenwich would have been playing for them. So he's up against his old side by the looks of it. One other thing that we're going to check out is, if we can, let's just have a look. How far did we get last season? I've completely forgotten. Quarter-final stage. So we're in the 4th round. We got through the quarter-final, got nuts out by Gateshead, of course, in that 5-0 win by Gateshead last season. So that's how it all pans out. Let's have a look at the team that will face Chester. And this is the team that will face Chester for this one. Madison in goal, Linton, Greenwich, Gamble and Clark our backline. Mundle and Greaves in front of the back 4. Raymond, Spence and Bunn are attacking midfield, with Norquette coming in up front to give Hardy a bit of a rest. Granite, Ayana, Camwa, Ross and Hardy then making up the bench. And this is how the two teams face off. And As you'll see, very similar formation. I think they're playing defensive midfielders though. Stevenson up front, and they're playing with the two wide players, attacking midfield, playmaker in that middle bit as well. Let's see how we get on. First highlight, 4 minutes into the game. Stanway, their goalkeeper, firing it forward. Gamble with a big header. Spence trying to get underneath it. Greaves picks up the ball in midfield. Has Clark in support. Clark comes forward looking for Bunn. Bunn didn't have much of a run. That ball headed on. Linton will tidy up. And we build again. Greaves. Clark in space. Can Clark get a cross in now? He can. Nobody there though. Norket is there. Straight into Raymond. Straight in the arms of Stanway. We have a corner. Bunn with the corner. 27 minutes on the clock. It's... Ooh, and 2 bites at the cherry for Norket. Offside in the end. We have a free kick. Bunn with a free kick. Swings it in. It's headed away. Clark with a pelting shot from well outside the area. And Clark gets there and tackled. But no players can pick up the ball. And they come away on a counter-attack. Beckett. Got to be careful here. Crossed it in. And Lynch in space. Created for Weeks. And Weeks scores just inside the area, and we go a goal behind after 40 minutes. Getting that ball in. Lynch put it in space for Weeks. Weeks just... And half-time comes. We are a goal behind at half-time against the run of play, really. 10 shots, 3 on target, 1.58, 59% possession. Chester had 6 shots, just that 1 on target, 0.42 and 41% possession. We've been caught and at the moment we're being mugged. And our first highlight, 54 minutes on the clock, and it's Chester who have the highlight. Clark heads that clear out to Bunn. Bunn comes forward. We need Bunn to be doing something special. Clark finds Bunn again. Bunn fires one forward looking for Norket. Didn't quite find him. Mundell has picked it up in midfield. Raymond, Spence. And Stanway makes a very good save. Bunn with the corner then. Can we score from the corner? Swung in. It's cleared and Beckett is going to get there. Free kick. Bunn with the free kick. Deep. Mundell. It's headed off the line. Greaves heads it back in, but Stanway is well positioned. They're throwing Coates to Burke. And I think we need to go attacking. I've just realised I haven't changed the mentality. Raymond on the ball. Raymond crosses the ball in. Headed back out. Raymond into the path. It's there. Norket puts his 13th goal of the season away. And we are back level after 69 minutes. Maybe the attacking prowess isn't needed at the moment, but we will try again. Headed back out by the defender. And Raymond had enough space. Norket was there, and with nearly 70 minutes on the clock, we're going to make one change. Sion Spence not having a great game in central midfield there, or central attacking midfield, should I say. Bunn's moved into there, and we've moved Moss onto the right side. Just check that he's best is there as a winger. He is, so that's what we've got him as. I've just realised Norket's probably better as a pressing forward, so we'll do that as well. And nothing happened since that last change that we made, but we've made our final 2 changes. Josh Granite is on for Patrick Gamble, and Romain Mundell is off, and Bobby Camwa comes on. And no more highlights. This game is going to a replay. 18 shots, 9 on target, 50%. 2.64. Really should have had more than that 1 goal. 56% possession. They had 9 shots, just 2 on target. 0.56. I'd like to think that we could do them at our place, and let's hope that that is the case. Today, we didn't really turn up on force. Manny Norquette doing an 8.1, so he's done okay, giving Hardy a rest. But otherwise, a bit of a mediocre performance. And in a way, we were mugged by Declan Weeks. And let's have a look and see. That replay is coming up midweek, so it's going to be a very quick one. So we are going to come back. I wasn't going to do this, but we are going to come back for Chester and Notts County now. Then Notts County currently in 9th. We're going to come back for Chester and Notts County in the next episode, and then it'll be very quickly down to Torquay and Wrexham, as prophesized in the episode after that. And obviously depending on what happens in the 4th round, whether we can get through the replay, whether we then come back for a further game, because I think it's on the 20th of whatever. I'm not sure if there's a draw coming up. If there is, we will show it at the start of the next episode so that you know who we're likely to play, assuming we get through the 4th round replay. So that's how it's going to be. We're going to have to go bring Chester to our place and play them again. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up. All helps here on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification button. That'll keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and new series as they are released. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. And new episodes of To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode, which will be the FA Trophy 4th round replay and Notts County. Until then, it's a very goodbye. Goodbye.